All right, first. Conic section is really just talking about a double cone. So that's like a hourglass. And then you're having a plane that cuts through it, and then looking at the cross section to see what kind of shape that is. So the first thing I want you to do is you and your partner are going to look at these 6 shapes that is cut by the plane, and I want you to write the name of these shapes. So you have this bluish green plane that's cutting through the golden double cone. I want you to write what that red circular or whatever that shape is. What is that shape? All right, let's start with Raymond and Cami. On the top, or this one, what shape is shown in the red?
Circle.
No. Huh? Ellipse. Not an oval. Yes, oval shaped, but in conics world we call it ellipse. All right, next, Bruno and Philip. What is that shape? The one on the right. Yeah, parabola. Next, the 2 who didn't take honors algebra 2. I hope you're, huh? Oh yes, very good. Hyperbola. Very good. Okay, hyperbola. Are you okay? Oh no, you brought your own box of tissue. Okay, very good. Thank you. Yeah. My friend used to have this roll of toilet paper wrapped around her backpack, so she can just go. Because it's easier to roll off of her.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know it's weird, but she has it tied like pretty well. So, yeah. Yes. Anyways, next, this one's a kind of strange one. Okay, Sunny and Gary, what do you guys think?
A point.
Yes, very good. It is a point.
Why is that a dot?
Dots? We don't really call dots in math. We call points. Okay, next, Jinsey and Raymond. Yes, it is a line. All right, Elizabeth and Jingyi has the hardest one. What would you call this?
Absolute value.
Huh? What? How is this an absolute value? 2 triangles? No. Intersecting lines. All right, so today we are just going to focus on parabola. Okay, so hopefully you remember something from last year on this parabola. So let's see how much you remember. This point here, the red one, what is it called? Vertex, very good. Vertex. Vertex always has 2 letters. What are those letters? Ooh, no. H and K, Hong Kong. Hello Kitty. Okay, how about this blue dot here? Remember what it's called? Yes, starts with F. Focus, very good. Focus. All right, and then we have this line that's outside. Not asymptote. Starts with a D. Yeah.
Determining.
Oh no. Directrix. All right, and do you remember what was the distance between the vertex and the focus? What letter we used? Huh? Last year we used C. This year we're going to use P. So in your book it's going to say P. So P is the distance between the vertex to the focus and also the vertex to the directrix. All right. Next, vertex form. Do you remember the vertex form of a up and down parabola? First of all, let's talk about up and down parabola. Up and down parabola always starts with X or Y? Y. Because you're pointing up and down on the Y direction. So it starts with Y. Do you remember what the equation is? A, and then? Squared plus K. Very good. Now, A is nowhere in this shape, right? So it has something to do with p. So we're going to have to change this to y equals 1 over 4p times x minus h squared plus k. So it's just a is equal to 1 over 4p. All right, now let's do some detective work like we did last year. Okay, we start at vertex, hk. To get to the focus, what should I do? Up and down, left and right, which way? Up by how much? P. So if I'm going to go up by P, do I move H or K? K. So then what would be the point or the coordinate? Huh? K plus P. So focus is going to be H, comma, K plus P. Okay, I'm moving in the y direction, so I'm going to move K. Same thing with the directrix. If I start from the vertex, how do I get to the directrix? Move up, down, left, or right?
Down.
Down by how much?
P.
P. So then I'm going to move H or K?
K.
K. So directrix is a little bit different. Directrix is a line. So how do you write the equation of this line? Y equals?
K minus P.
Yes. Y equals K minus P. All right, the next two you have not learned before. Focal length just means P. So there's a name for that now. It's called focal length. And then focal width is 4P. Okay, and then a little bit the standard form. So we did all vertex form last year because that's what the book did. And a lot of books also do standard forms. I'm going to show you what it is because when you see it in the book, I don't want you to be like, what? I've never seen this form before. All right, we're going to start from the vertex form. Y equals 1 over 4p times x minus h squared plus k. So what the book does with the standard form, Sunny, can you please copy these down? Okay, so what the book does with the standard form is it changes this equation around a little bit. First, it will subtract k. So this becomes y minus k equals 1 over 4p times x minus h squared. The next thing the book does is it will multiply everything by 4p. Okay, so this is 4p times y minus k equals x minus h squared, and then they call this the standard form. Okay, so don't be alarmed when you see standard form. They just always write standard form this way. If you don't like seeing standard form, you can always change it to vertex form. All right, so let's put it here. 4p y minus k equals x minus h squared. All right, let's have you guys try writing all the formulas for the parabola on the right, the one that goes left and right. Okay, so go ahead and write all your equations for that other one. Okay, so let's do this. Who did we stop on? Okay, Jim and Silo, I think, is next, right? What is the standard form for the left and right parabola?
Y minus k squared equals to 4p x minus a.
Yes, I think that's yes, that's right. Good. And then Shauna and Wimbo, what is the vertex form?
X equals 1 over 4p times y minus k squared plus h.
Good. So when you switch x and y, you have to switch h and k as well. Okay, focus. Edward and Lisa, what's the focus coordinate?
H plus p and k.
Good. And then Peter, what is the directrix equation? H minus P, good. And then P and 4P are the same. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is that I always make P positive, because that way I can figure out the direction and whether I need a positive or negative on my own. So that means when the parabola points up, it's positive. When the parabola points down, it's negative. And then when the parabola points right, it's positive. When it points to the left, it's negative. Okay, so I always make P positive, and then I'll figure out whether it's positive or negative based on that. And then the length, so focal length and focal width, so Sunny already looked at the formula, so he kind of reminded me. Focal length and focal width are always positive because you're talking about a real length, so that has to be positive. All right, let's solve some problems. There are really two kinds of problems. First one, they give you some information and they want you to write an equation. Second kind, they give you the equation, they want you to find some parts about this parabola. All right, let's do the first kind. Write an equation for the parabola whose directrix is the line x equals 2, whose focus is the point -2, 0. I don't know what S3 is. So, okay, first, always plot the points. The directrix is the line x equals 2. Focus is at the point -2, 0. Go ahead and graph what you think this parabola is going to look like. Show me with your arms, which direction will the parabola open? This way. Okay, the reason being the focus is always inside the parabola and direction is always outside. So we know it's going to point this way. And we also know that focus and directrix right in the middle is the vertex. So right here is the vertex and then points this way. All right, once you have that, you want to write down HK and P. What is HK? 0, 0, very good. What value is P? 2. I always keep it positive. All right, and this is pointing to the left parabola. So is this an x equation or a y equation? X. So what we want to do is just write the skeleton of the equation. X equals 1 over 4p times y minus k squared plus h. And it's pointing to the left, so it's negative. Okay, at this time, put everything you know in there. 1 over 4 times 2, y minus 0 squared plus 0. So x is equal to -1 over 8 y squared. Easy. Okay, as long as you can draw a picture, you can write HK and P, you're good. Okay, let's try another one. Find the equation for the parabola with vertex -3, 3, opens downward, focal width is 20. Okay, let me know when you're done. All right, so this equation is y equals -1 over 20, x plus 3 squared plus 3. All right, so this is where they give you some information. You have to write the equation. Now we're going to go to equation and write the information. Okay. Given this information, y equals -1/3 x squared. They want you to find the focus, directrix, and focal width of the parabola. All right, find HK and P. What is HK in this equation? 0, 0. Where can I find P? 1 over 3. I'm going to use the positive 1 over 3. Okay, so 1 over 3 is equal to 1 over 4p, right? Because this is a vertex form. Okay, so I'm going to cross multiply. So 4p is equal to 3. P is equal to 3/4. Okay, at this time, I want to draw a picture of what this should look like. Okay, so I know that it is 0, 0 as the vertex. Show me with your arms again. Which direction will this parabola open? Down. Okay, it's y equation, so it's up and down. It's negative, so it points down. Okay, I know the focus is inside and the directrix is outside by 3/4. All right, so the focus is going to be starting from 0, 0 and go down 3/4. So it's 0, comma, negative 3/4. The directrix is outside, go up 3/4. What equation would that be? Y equals 3/4. So horizontal lines are y equals to. Last one, focal width. What's the formula for focal width? 4p.
1/3.
4p. 4 times 3/4.
3.
3. Okay, focal width. 3. So look at the formula. 4p. P is 3/4, so that makes 3. Okay. Again, what you want to do is write down H, K, and P, draw a picture, and then kind of label everything, and then you'll see it, and then you can write everything out. All right, let's try one on your own. This one, this is in standard form. You have not really looked at this form before. You might want to look at your notes. This is in standard form. Try to figure out what P is, what is HK, which direction will this turn, all that, okay? Once you have HK and P, let me know, and then draw a picture, and then let me know. I'll double check before you go on. Okay, HK is -4, -1. P is 3/2. Remember, I always keep it positive. Focus is -4, -5/2. Directrix is y equals 1/2, and focal width is 6. So the last thing we want to do is review, complete the square. Complete the square. All right, key skill. We're going to complete the squares throughout the whole chapter, so we got to make sure we remember this. All right, look at this equation. Y squared minus 6x plus 2y plus 13 is 0. Okay, when you see this kind of equation, and you already know that it's a parabola because only one thing is squared, that means the variable that is not squared is going to be the equation, which is the minus 6x. So I'm going to put minus 6x here. Actually, I'm going to... Okay, I'm going to put the 6x on this side. So y squared plus 2y plus 13 equals 6x. And I'm kind of going to switch the direction so it's kind of something we have seen before. And then I'm going to complete the square. Now, there is a 6 next to the x, but I'm not going to worry about it until after I finish completing the square, because if I divide it right now, it makes the process very hard. So I'm just not going to worry about it. Okay, so put a parentheses around the variables that are the same. And then what I'm going to do is open that up. I'm going to add a magic number. And then plus 13. Okay, let's talk about this. If I add a number to this side, what do I have to do to the other side? Add it. What if I cannot add it? Now it's really heavy. Subtract it out from that same side. Okay, because I have to balance. I have to have a net 0. Okay, so therefore I need to subtract out the magic number here. What number is the magic number? B over 2 squared, which is 1. 6x is equal to factor y plus 1 squared plus 12. At this time, divide by 6. If you do it at the beginning, it's too complicated. You do it at the end. So x is equal to 1/6 y plus 1 squared plus 2. All right, trick question. Not really trying to trick you, but it is a little tricky question. Where is the vertex?
-1, 2.
Talk to your partner. Where's the vertex?
It's
Negative
2,
Talk to your partner.
because it's
Where is the vertex? Everybody always miss this one.
okay, so it's 2 negative. Yeah. Because it's an x.
Okay, look at your formula if you have to. Okay, where is the vertex? 2, -1. This is H, this is K. We switch the directions. All right, please be careful.